Hello, hello. It is Sara Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here for Moon Astrology Tarot, coming off of that solar eclipse in Libra. We're still going to feel that energy. I mean, we're still in the solar eclipse from April 8th of this year, plus the other eclipses that have occurred. So we're going to be in eclipse energy for a while. We've got a lot going on with this Scorpio moon. This is October 4th through the 6th. And before I dive in, I have been teasing and hinting at something for a hot minute. So here we go. Okay, so I have been studying astrology for 4 years, and prior to that, I studied Reiki energy healing. And I've been using a glossary of symptoms for physical discomforts that are connected with emotional and mental work areas to focus on. You can actually research it. And then you can focus on different parts, like if your joints hurt, if you've got nosebleeds going on, headaches, that kind of thing. It can talk to you about, like, headaches are related to self-compassion, nosebleeds are like fears. Other things are related to like self-love, or things like that, or like wounds that are surfacing or whatever. And so anywho, Reiki, of course, is the chakras. So I've been working with chakras for a long time, and then came in astrology, and astrology was cool. And then I realized that all of the zodiac signs are associated with parts of the body, from the Aries ruling the head, all the way down to Pisces ruling the feet. And so then I found out that medical astrology existed, and I was like, what? Because I started out going to college to do fitness in some capacity. I obviously wasn't going to go to med school because I'm legally blind. But medicine and health related, wellness related things have always been of a passion for me, something that I'm interested in. I have been a fitness trainer in the past. I've tried different nutrition stuff for myself in the past. I was vegan once upon a time. And I've done different fitness things, everything from Pilates to yoga, to judo, jujitsu, and different martial arts, to triathlon. So I have done a lot of things. And so within this health and wellness arena. And so here we have the Aquarius experiment that is now customizable to best options or best potential habits for you individually based on your natal chart. So you can get this this wellness consultation, wellness astrology consultation with me. It is a 2-session program. So it's 2 30-minute sessions. In the first session, we talk about best exercises, best nutrition, and body systems that you may want to focus on according to your natal chart. Okay. So we focus on those 3 things: what's best exercise, what's the best nutrition, what's some of the body systems to be attentive to. And this includes, like, we're looking at your sun, your moon, your rising, your 6th house, your 1st house, all of these things. So I'm putting them all together with the different elements and whatnot. So there's a lot of connecting the dots in the chart that I can do. So the first session is going through those 3 things, and then I'm going to give you 4 weeks to implement, not implement, see what works, what doesn't work, sort of thing. And what I will tell you is that of all of the work that I have done over the years for myself, even being vegan didn't work because martial arts did. Therefore, meat had to be a thing. I have also started sleeping with my Wi-Fi unplugged, and I have been sleeping so much better. And so here I was blaming Jupiter and Gemini for not sleeping, and it was really just me not wanting to admit that turning my Wi-Fi off. And I should have known, because I lived in Arizona for a while, and for a while we didn't have Wi-Fi in the house, and I've never slept so good. Anyway, so if you are interested in that, it will be on a link below that you can get that first consultation. And then, like I said, I'll give you 4 weeks to practice things, implement things, feel into what works, what doesn't work, and then come back and give me feedback, and so that we can either adjust or whatever. And disclaimer, this is not medical, legal, or financial advice. Please consult medical professional as needed. But yeah, so I am super excited to offer this. I'm also nervous to offer it because I think it's a cool thing. But anyway, I'm excited to offer it. I'm excited to see who gets to work with me, and what they discover about themselves, and whatever. I know everyone's always thinking about weight loss journeys and health journeys. And so this is just one way of really kind of tuning into your system, your natal chart, your own system, and making some adjustments that might serve and support you according to your astrology, your individual astrology. So this is the Aquarius experiment customized. And so I have not officially launched the Aquarius experiment as a program, still working on the behind the scenes. I'm feeling like this wellness astrology is going to be a part of it because I do want it to be individualized to you. Because I mean, we've all done programs where it's like, okay, do this, do these things, but there's no guidance to take into consideration what your body actually needs, or what your mental state actually needs, what your emotions actually need. And so that's where astrology can come in, using your zodiac, your planets, your elements, and all of those sorts of things. So that's the big thing. I'm super stoked about it. Like I said, check the links below, should be there. If it's not, I will post it in the community section. So be sure to go to my YouTube and the community section, and I will post the information there to how to book that consultation. Okay, so Moon and Scorpio. Do a little cleansing. I got my sunstone. Do a little cleanse, get off my little high. All right, Moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is a water sign, fixed water. Venus is in Scorpio, not her favorite place to be, but hey, she can get her freak on there. And Venus is going to be trining, so the Moon and Venus are going to trine Mars as he steps into his pre-retrograde shadow at 17 degrees of Cancer. And so we are not going to be done with Mars in Cancer for a long time. Mars will move into Leo early November, but he will come back into Cancer in mid-January, and he'll be there from mid-January till mid-April. So we have Mars in Cancer for a long time. And notably, we will have Mars in Cancer during the eclipses during Pisces season, as well as when Neptune moves into Aries next year. So there's a lot going on. We're stepping into a whole new thing. Okay. Venus Moon will also trine Saturn in, so this could be, is this a grand water trine? Between Mars, Saturn, and Venus. And so there's a lot to do with how you're feeling, what you are maybe processing through your body, and taking care of it and nurturing, and being disciplined about yourself. The moon rules the whole body, and Mars being in Cancer, the home of the moon. And then we have Saturn in Pisces, discipline to your spiritual practices, your connection with God source universe. As we continue to move forward, your connection and ability to communicate with yourself and with God source universe is going to be important. We are heading into a very unstable time for the collective, for each of us and for all of us. And so your ability to have a community and connection with yourself, connection with God, is going to be important, because a lot of people are going to get into give up mode. And a lot of people are going to get into, I mean, when the energy is unstable and people don't have, emotional intelligence, or, they don't have the right support systems in place, whether that is, AA or ACA. By that, I mean, like are they called the Al-Anon programs, Alcoholics Anonymous, Adult Children of Alcoholics Anonymous, or even a support group for your circumstances, right? Or even a therapist or a coach or an astrologer, spiritual guide, whatever it looks like for you to be supported through all of this. Again, we're heading into some very unstable times. The next couple of years is going to be unstable. And so really checking in with, I'm just checking the time because I have a meeting coming up. Really checking in with what you need to be supported, not only emotionally, mentally, but also physically in your physical environment. Yes, this is a water sign. There's some emotions coming through. There's definitely like a connection to water coming through. Your feelings, how, opening your heart, opening your soul up to receiving whatever is coming for you in a positive way. What are you manifesting? And so anyway, a lot going on here with this. This is supportive, however, so it's kind of one of those like, you may not have to work hard for the epiphany. It may just come to you. We just had an eclipse. And we just had a Mercury Cazimi. And so there may be a lot of really positive information flowing for you. And my watch thinks I'm talking to him and not to you. So there you go. We'll see what's up with the tarot. I think this could be a very intense moon in Scorpio, with Venus there, the trines, but I think it's also like Scorpio is psychic, empathic AF. So if you're not familiar with your psychic abilities, your clairs, your empathic abilities, this may be a time to isolate or be near water so that you can, get the downtime that you need to process whatever may have come up through the eclipses or whatever may be coming up for you spiritually. Okay. I think this could be a really positive moon. I also think it could send a lot of people head spinning because so many people are unfamiliar with psychic abilities and capabilities and whatnot. I know that stuff can freak people out, right? You're just knowing your clairs, your senses going maybe into overload, really could happen here. And so, just be aware of that and get support where you need it. And in the tarot, we have the King of Cloaks in reverse. Cloaks is Cloaks fire? Cloaks is wands? Yes. Cloaks is one. King of Cloaks in reverse. Manipulation. Hello. Manipulation. I always think of that when I think of King of Cloaks in reverse, or like a leader that's that's taken too much authority and it's time to take your authority back. Be really aware of what may be transpiring. It's no secret that they could be trying to do another lockdown type of thing, or they could do something, who knows? So be on the lookout. That our individual and collective sovereignty is important, and our ability to make choices for ourselves and not have some leader come along and say, well, no, you've got to do it this way. I'm sorry, I don't agree with lockdowns. I just don't. I think they are detrimental to people's mental health. And the effects of which we are still feeling from the lockdowns in 2020. So, and then we got the Queen of Batlets in reverse. Okay, this is dicey. This is dicey. This is an out of balance masculine and feminine with a king and a queen. This is manipulation in one respect, and this is manipulation in another respect. This is like this is the Queen of Batlets in reverse. Batlets is swords, that's intellect. This is the King of Cloaks in reverse. That's wands, that's fire, that's, being There's something here about like shit getting heated up. Maybe people were expecting justice and it didn't happen. Maybe you're expecting something to go a certain way and it didn't happen, and you know somebody is doing some fuckery, is what I'm feeling with that. That's some wicked, tarot. Let's see what's up with the Woodland Wardens. We can like have some nature to help ease our situation, perhaps. I think it's important to be aware that as we get closer to, not only next year, but like as we get closer to the election, things are gonna get wild. And we gotta all be on our mental guard about it, an emotional guard about it. It's very, I mean, as we progress through 2024, the risk of you being derailed off your game is going to intensify. So be aware of that. In the Woodland Wardens, we got the quail and the gooseberry. And it says anticipation. I think it kind of goes back to what I said at the beginning of Libra season. Like this is a Libra season where grief and joy can coexist, will coexist. And I think that could be said for the better part of the next couple of years. So we are anticipating good things happening, but what's going on in the real in the political theater and in the celebrity culture collapsing and all of that, like the insecurity is high because again, we've all idolized these people, we've looked up to these people, we've counted on them for our authority, and it's collapsing right in front of our faces. And I'm filming this on September 23rd. So yes, I'm filming them a week out, but this is energy. This is planets. And so, an eclipse could make a lot of weird things happen. We saw what happened on September 16th. We saw, what happened right after the solar eclipse on April 8th was when we had the bridge collapse. And so, I mean, it's things we all need to be aware of, that this world is changing, and it's changing in ways that some people do not like. Me personally have been waiting for this shit my entire life, but I know that's not everyone. And I'm sad because I know a lot of people are learning things that they never thought they would have to learn in their lifetime, in this lifetime. And so and what I will say to that is your relationship with yourself, not your job, not your social groups, not your whether it's your intoxicants, your food, like your attachments to those things and your identification with those things versus identifying with yourself and who you are and who you were put on this earth to be, could really make or break a situation right now. So anyway, I'm very compassionate. I'm also well aware that there's a breakup with our victimhood type of situation happening here. So anyway, I hope that's helpful. I know it's a sticky, icky time, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Just know that whatever's happening and whatever is falling apart needs to fall apart for the greater good of humanity. And yes, it's uncomfortable, but we're all going to get through it. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you would like your wellness consultation, please check the links below or check my community section. I might post it there if I can't get it on the right areas. But anyway, I'll do the best I can. So thanks for tuning in. I look forward to working with you, and we'll talk soon. Okay, bye.